Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's Thursday yet again. It's Thursday, September 9th this week for the weekly Town Hall discussion, Town Hall meeting. We get some news from Komodo platform to get caught up and check out what's going on. So thanks for being here. We're also going to get some discussion around various topics we'll pull from Twitter. And there's also a special announcement or more details about the Tokel, IDO, and time lock rewards. So welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. My name is Giuliano. We have Otto behind the scenes working everything for us. Artikush is here to read the news in just a moment. Minigunner's up here on stage, and we are just going to get right into it. So thanks everyone for joining us. We hope you're doing well. And Artikush, we're going to turn it over to you for some Komodo in the news.
Thank you, Giuliano. Welcome everybody. It's Tokel IDO and time lock reward plan.
So, can you start again? I will play the logo video, and then I'll start the auto recording, so you can see the stream.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 5 seconds, everyone.
Thank you, Giuliano. This is Weekly News with Artikush. We have the Tokel IDO and time lock reward plan. First things in the news, we have September 2021 schedule. We have the AtomicDEX version 0.5 official release day. That's the Thursday, September 30th at 0.00 UTC to 23:59 UTC. Also, we have recurring community activities. Monday community hangouts with the marketing team. This starts at 2 p.m. UTC to 3 p.m. UTC. It's also with an open marketing team, so you can hear all the news what we're having for upcoming week. We also have the Thursday community contributor hangout, which starts at 3:30 UTC to 4:30 UTC, which involves also the Thursday Town Hall. Thursdays we have the weekly news with Komodo from 4 p.m. UTC to 4:30 p.m. UTC. And also, please sign up for the Komodo newsletter so you could get all the news straight to your email. Secondly, we have AtomicDEX version 5 internal community release. You can get them at the Google Play. And also you can check the GitHub for all the information what is included in the new release. Third thing in the news is Tokel IDO is currently going on, and download AtomicDEX version 0.5 internal community release and participate. The IDO ends on September 15th at 8 p.m. UTC. Currently close to $640,000 raised so far. In other news, we have Tokel also published an announcement about the time-locked rewards for early Tokel holders. The TKL that isn't sold during the IDO will be distributed to users who did participate in the IDO. So you can read the blog post for more information on medium.com. And the last news is the Komodo CTO Caden Stadelman speaks about his experience in OPSEC and cybersecurity with B in crypto. Be sure to like, retweet, and check out the article on beingcrypto.com. You can also check the Twitter from Caden. He shared his own standpoint on being crypto, why the internet and hence our industry basis is de facto utterly centralized. Read the full article in Be in Crypto. That is all for the news. And back to you, Giuliano. Thank you.
And thank you to Artikush. So there you have it, folks. There's some blog posts to check out for more information about Tokel. If you haven't seen the AtomicDEX 0.50 internal community release, definitely check that out too. And more. All right, now from this point on, we are going to move over to some town hall discussion. And we'll use some tweets from the community members in order to fuel that discussion. Now, the first tweet we are going to discuss is about the pirate chain, and it's from the handle @PirateChain. So the Pirate Chain halving for R happened yesterday, September 8th, 2021 at 9:59 and 25 seconds PM UTC at block 1,555,540. This means that the miner's reward for each block dropped from 32R to 16R. The next halving is expected on Monday, 6 June 2022. You can check out the website pirate.black/mining for more information. All right, so what are some initial thoughts on that? And yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, congratulations to Pirate. Always exciting.
So this, I have seen an article recently, maybe yesterday or the day before, about the significance of the halving and just the Pirate stock to flow model for Pirate Chain. So I'm not sure if any of you have seen that, but if you didn't see that, that's something worth reading and checking out for yourself. If stock to flow is an important metric, and Pirate Chain does offer unique features of privacy by default, as well, of course, as other things like the security mechanism through Komodo's delay proof of work, then I think that that's a significant consideration for people in the crypto space. Anybody else have other thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to know that when halving is happening, the systems and the price is usually going a bit up because it's a bit harder to mine, but also it become a bit more valuable to everyone. So I think it's the most definitely a great news. And the next halving, as you saw, is expected on Monday, 6th June 2022. So be prepared for that.
Yeah, so that's about 10 months away. Minigunner, did you have any final thought on this one?
No, well, just that is great to see that R is really, moving forward, and to see this happening, and that, is probably going to help out with, of course, like the prices and the market. So I'm really happy to see that for Pirate Chain.
Yeah, and of course, those who don't know, like Pirate started after the privacy features were removed from KMD, and from there were born the idea that let's make a chain that has privacy by default, so it's not possible to send like normal transactions.
Yeah. That's an important point you're making. Actually, I also want to use that as an opportunity to talk about something specifically relating to the market's awareness of Komodo. So you mentioned that Komodo used to have the privacy features, and then it was removed from Komodo and KMD. And then the idea for Pirate was also being born, where you could have KMD, but it's like a KMD smart chain, but it's a pure Z2Z transactions privacy by default. And so there you have it. So in a sense, R is a special relationship to KMD and the Komodo platform, also with its potential for how it shapes up the AtomicDEX and atomic swap landscape. But you mentioned about Komodo previously being privacy coin, and then now not so much. And there was some discussion in the channels on Discord about working on getting the SEO changed up through content, fresher content, newer content about it that specifically targets that SEO, so that, for example, problems like with, I believe it's Binance Australia, but other exchanges like that, it might not occur in the same way. Do you have any thoughts on that, Otto? Or
Yeah, it was flagged with our team, and we have Lydia running the SEO for us, and it's a discussion item for our next meeting on Monday on how we could combat this, as this doesn't seem to be going away. Like, we are still continue to be referenced as a privacy coin, and I think another thing we are looking to do is make a dedicated page for KMD, just to explain exactly what it is and what is its purpose and use cases now and in the future. So that is all in the backlog of marketing.
Good stuff. Okay, good to know. And that's why we come to these weekly town halls, so that we can hear information like that. So that's good to know. Thank you, Otto. We are to the next tweet. This one's from Satinder. If you're not following Satinder, at Satinder Gruel, there he is. And I'm looking for developers who can help resolve issues on the GitHub repo, and he posts the link there for Chips blockchain. If you think you can work on any task or issue recorded on this repository, please get in contact with me and we can discuss fair payment for completing these tasks. At Pangea Chips is also tagged there. So, and there's a logo as well. I would like to actually get your idea, or just to actually put out a call there for the logo. The Chips community is discussing the logos, basically, yeah, the branding, the logo, the details of it. So if you haven't already seen it, I also believe it's posted in the KMD Discord in some areas, some channels. And so check that discussion out, please, and provide your feedback regardless of whether you hold chips or not. It's always helpful. And also if you are a developer who's hearing this and you're not aware that you could potentially work on a task or issue recorded on that repository, please get in contact with Satinder Gruel, and that would be amazing. So check out that Chips logo discussion. And Otto, I'm curious, you've been around with Komodo for some time, and maybe Artikush has some thoughts on this too. What type of relationships do you see, like with Komodo platform, as this, not just as the technology itself, which has been built out, but also the group of people behind the Komodo platform that participate not only with KMD and Komodo blockchain specifically, but also with some of the other communities and projects that are surrounding Komodo?
I think that one of the interesting ideas that I see from afar is what Komodo is doing very good is as we're building the technology for peer-to-peer trading, we use the same relationship with the ecosystem and also with all the developers. It's working together and exchanging information to better our technologies, right? And actually adding to Satinder's tweet, I wanted to say that it's not only if you are a developer, if you know developers, and even me as a person who used to and still is acting locally, to embrace new people. And even when I'm driving a taxi, I have a conversation, somebody says I'm a developer, and today I had this actually situation. It's like asking what he's working on and proposing these possibilities to look into new different things, such as blockchain technology, such as Komodo and chips and all the ecosystem projects that we have around Komodo. So I would say one of the best ways to support Komodo is to act locally.
Very nice, thank you.
Yeah, and actually, like the Komodo has, or Komodo, the kind of the community surrounding Komodo and the ecosystem, like has so long roots that like go back to even chips and like Pangea. It was started like, I think 2014 was when there was the thread launched by Trail77 on the NXT forum about the idea of creating a decentralized poker. So that is like how far back you could track this project in particular. And it's still going, and I love to see that it's being pushed and developed, and I hope that one day I'm able to play that decentralized poker. And I haven't had time to follow too closely, but it seems like there's been some progress made, so it's all very, very exciting. And yeah, like that just goes to everything else that's happening in the Komodo ecosystem space, that there's this old community and kind of like we are all loosely tied together. And like for example, like way back then, the privacy was called Bitcoin Dark actually, and then that became Komodo, and now it kind of became like pirates, right? So a lot of these ideas are like the idea was there like 2014 and 2013 even, and one of them was also like atomic swap powered decentralized exchange that is today known as AtomicDEX. and there were several iterations to achieve this. And the same has happened with most, like all of these ideas actually, like they have went through several iterations as it's not as simple to implement something like that, and it really takes years and multiple trials, and the technology always improves, and there's so much progress that is happening. But now it seems like a lot of these ideas and projects are really like coming together like lately.
Amazing. You know what? So definitely big shout outs to everybody who's been working on different projects, but specifically coming back to, for example, Satinder, you were mentioning the iterations of AtomicDEX, and I remember Satinder working with the BarterDEX, and I'm sure there was even before that other people as well involved. And also speaking of chips, a mention of SG777, who's working very hard on that one. So you know, it is a smaller project. It's very much it's not, you know, people think about Komodo itself and think about how, you know, it doesn't it's a much more of a guerrilla project compared to many of the, like, you want people say top 100s. And so chips is just chugging along. It's interesting that it doesn't use the same Komodo smart chain technology. Like you said, mentioned 2014 and these kinds of things. So this is launched and using Bitcoin. And then, so people from Komodo working with Lightning Network technologies and stuff like that, I think that it just is another reminder of the type of quality that's been going on in and around the Komodo platform and ecosystem for many years now. And it's interesting that it does take time, takes a lot of time if you're trying to do this type of game. This is a solution called mental poker, and it's quite significant. But anyway, we are all looking for that to advance. So if anybody can help with that, you know, any developers, or you want to retweet this and try and see if people can help, that makes a big difference. And go check out that logo discussion as well. All right. Now we are going to move on, and I would like to discuss we have this tweet here that is about Brian Armstrong from Coinbase and the SEC from the United States of America, the Securities Exchange Commission. And it seems like the Securities Exchange Commission is contacting Coinbase and telling us that they're doing stuff with securities. So now they've labeled something a security. They're saying some sort of lend feature. They're calling it a security. So they use that word, security, and now he's questioning what's going on. He's questioning how can lending be a security. So again, they're using the word, and he's questioning their use of the word. And so as soon as you start using words and they get validated in a legal sense, because these are legal words, so it means something legally. And so, yeah, it's interesting to see. And I don't know what you all think, but it sounds like, so he's saying they refuse to tell us why they think it's a security, and instead they're using, you know, legal tactics like subpoenaing a bunch of records, and then demanding testimony, and then telling them that they will sue them if they proceed to launch without any explanation. So there's more to the thread, but what do you think about this? Minigunner, do you have any thoughts on this one?
I think articles might have had some.
Yeah, so I think, first of all, I just wanted to give a shout out to Random McRandom, who actually posted these links in the tweet about the sketchy behavior coming from SEC. I think the article from Sarah Tran at FX Streets covers some of that conversation going on, that SEC plans to sue Coinbase over lending product, but fails to provide the explanation. And I think last half a year, we see a lot of this nitpicking behavior from SEC, and they try really hard to kind of, if not stop, but at least stall the growth and the technologies that we're trying to evolve on the blockchain. it can bring some negative things. It can bring some positive things. I would say that seeing these articles one after another is just some sort of legal attacks that people want to regulate the crypto. And I don't think that crypto is going anywhere. I think that there's many solutions that helps us to stay strong on blockchain, especially here with Komodo. We have quite a bright future. But let's see what's going to happen. I mean, I'm very interested in all of these news, but the more I read, the more I see that they're not the most clearest answers or the clearest questions being asked.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And definitely thank you for shouting out to Randy McRandom for linking that. Okay. Unless there's any other thoughts, I also want to encourage, after we're done going through these tweets, if anybody wants to make a comment about any of this, you can raise your hand after and come up as well and further a discussion. Yeah, so that's where we are. There are articles about that. And again, there was a tweet. And then here, we're going to get a next tweet. And it looks like we have a tweet from, I think it was Local MB who might have referenced this, saying about that marketing, or rather lack of perception, which is suffered by Komodo. Here's a guy that allegedly is well-versed in the crypto industry, making a study mapping all cross-blockchain bridges. He ends up with a tome of 40-something different bridges and does not even mention Komodo, the first cross-blockchain bridge ever. Why is that so? So that is a good question. And this is in reference to the article and the tweet from Dmitry Berenzon about a fun fact. And if you look more into that, you'll see that definitely there's no mention of AtomicDEX or Atomic Swaps with Komodo platform technologies, or any others that are working on these kinds of technologies, which are quite significant. So, Otto, what do you think here? What's going on?
Yeah, so yeah, indeed, this feedback came, I believe, to our Discord from Local MB, like asking for us to comment on this, and that was what Townhall are here about. So if there's concern, feedback, and questions, we will address them. So he was kind of questioning like what is happening in Komodo marketing, like how come there's no Komodo mention, right? And yeah, he's right. Like that's very unfortunate. Like we are not recognized as like a bridge technology. Like we are bridging all these platforms together and all these ecosystems together. With that, like there are some developments that we are very hard working right now on launching AtomicDEX campaign at the end of this month. So it's going to be on September 30th. And the idea of this campaign is to really start making some noise about the AtomicDEX and start getting more users there. And we have planned some great campaign that we are excited about, and we are working hard to build up that landing page and finalize the whole plan. And
Yes,
that's
great.
Like
we like to hear that. Yeah, we like to hear that.
We actually, like we met, like we had some good discussion in the past weeks, with not just with the marketing team, but also like we had with like CA and the like the Komodo team to discuss like how can we really like amplify something like AtomicDEX adoption. Like we are getting there. This 0.5 release marks a great milestone, and we were like also discussing budget. So and we are going to be spending a bit more money on the marketing budget, and there's going to be more. Like we will have some budget to spend on this campaign, and we also onboarded like advertisement and kind of analytics expert to our marketing team. She joined, like we have been onboarding her this week. We might tell more about that later and introduce her. But it's like we recognize that there are certain skills that we need to also have in the team, and there's like so much specific knowledge that like when we are now at this point that we need to build up these referral campaigns, referral loops, and the kind of the marketing funnel and track everything, so we ensure that the advertising money we use is used wisely, and that we get returns for the money. That then we need to kind of so spend more resources on this area, and that's now kind of we have reached a decision. We're gonna do that. We're gonna begin this journey on trying to really like start acquiring users. And of course, this all gonna be like this campaign is gonna be like a community-focused campaign, and we really invite everyone to help us out. And that's already happening on the Hangouts, and several people are helping us out with various things. That you're interested, then just reach out to Articus and come to the Hangouts, I would say. But yeah, good things are happening, I would say. And yeah, I think this is gonna be a start of something here.
Good. Thank you for the update with that. And I do want to mention here again, thanks for this discussion. This is an important discussion. I do remember seeing in the channels somebody mentioning, you know what, that it looks like possibly you never know how much paid content is out there and in what forms. So it's difficult to say, but I'm glad to hear that Komodo is just taking the steps that we need to take in order to get the voice out there. And yeah, so hopefully that's something everyone else likes to hear. And for everybody who's doing their part as best as they can to make it happen, that is what we need, because we are a group of people here who need to spread the word. And like you said, onboard more users and just get the awareness out there so that people have that in their mind. And so part of that might be also a Reddit strategy. And this is where Minigunner comes in with a Reddit relaunch plan in the making. Alrighty, Minigunner, welcome for this one. Can you just tell us what's going on? Catch us up.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, let me get my thing. Okay. So we were like experimenting on Reddit, posting some stuff, see if people engage, and it wasn't really working out. So we thought, it would be great to make a relaunch and concentrate on some new kind of audience. And so we made kind of a decision on focusing more on art and design. So like the vision is more creating the Reddit Komodo community as an art and design community. So we want to launch a relaunch Reddit with a contest and invite all kinds of artists to participate in this contest, and hopefully win prizes, of course. And that's not it. So after this contest, we are gonna have more kind of challenges for the community. We will have, let's say, some kind of monthly challenge where people can where we'll give them like, make some kind of art that has to do with AtomicDEX, or infographic that has to do something with AtomicDEX, or explain AtomicDEX with like in animation. And so all these artists are gonna subscribe for these challenges, and the winner wins a prize. And we have a list of different kind of prizes they can win, but we need help from the community to give us more ideas on what kind of prizes Komodo can, give to the community. Like, how can we encourage them to participate in these challenges? So this plan also helps out on all other social media platforms, such as Twitter and the Discord channel also. So we're going to create more users that are going to be a part of the community and interact more. We are going to hopefully put more stuff on YouTube, or there is talks about a Twitch channel. I know that a lot of people were talking about it in the on social media, asking for us to work on Twitch. So it is already in plans. Same with Instagram, since we are going to make a lot of art, a lot of designs. It is a great Instagram is a great platform to put all this there. So
I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. That's good. That's really good.
So that's a little bit it, and hopefully that we can get some help from the community with this plan.
So what should they do? What should we do? Like specifically, do we need to sign up for Reddit? I did that the last time, so now I'm good to go with the Reddit. So if people haven't signed up for Reddit, what else? What do we need to know?
So I'm gonna probably post the possible prizes on Reddit and maybe some other social media platforms, and hopefully that community can comment with their ideas, that we can make this list much bigger and more interesting for the artists to that they could participate in all the challenges.
All right, good.
Or even the challenges. Sorry, even like ideas for the challenges. If they have an idea that the people can maybe challenge each other or whatever, all ideas are welcome. So please, come to Reddit, comment, share your ideas.
Perfect. Thanks, Mini Gunner. And we look forward to hearing continued updates about Reddit. But more importantly, we hope that everybody will do their best here to contribute whatever you can. And so the next thing is we're going to hear a bit more from Artikush, because he's, as usual, tying together a lot of community here for Komodo platform. So Artikush, do you have any shout outs or anything else that you need to tell us about?
Absolutely. I just wanted to say how proud I am of the people who are in the writing room. And the biggest shout out goes to Nev, Daybreak, and Kelsey for creating content and collaborating with each other in the writing room on Discord. And you see this dynamics that they help each other. And if you would like to become a community contributor, you should join the community hangouts on Mondays, 2 p.m., starting with an open marketing sync, followed by the open hangout with the team members. Also, we have another hangout at Thursday, 3:30 p.m. UTC, just a half an hour before the Thursday Town Hall. If you have any creative ideas you would like to propose, drop us a message or ping us in the server, in the Discord server. We will open the writers room to you, so you can also collaborate with all the content creators there. Also, if you would like to have a one-on-one call, join us through Calendly call, which is pinned in a Town Hall chat on our Discord. So if you go to Town Hall chat and just check the pinned messages, the first one is the calendly.com link that you can arrange your own time whenever you can, and then you're going to have a one-on-one conversation with me and Otto, and we can see what kind of things we can create together. And if you have any ambitions, we can forward you to right people. I would say the best thing is to start with the community hangouts, and if you have something specific, just register with the Calendly with the link which is pinned in a Town Hall chat. That will be it from me, Juliano. Thank you.
Perfect. Good stuff, Artikush. And thank you too for coordinating so much of that activity. And definitely shout outs to everybody who's participating and putting in your energy and efforts. And I think that brings us towards the end of the recorded portion here on this week's Town Hall for Komodo platform. It's Thursday, September 9 of 2021. And if you have not yet downloaded AtomicDEX 050, the internal community release, then do so as soon as possible. Once you've done that, you're also able to check out the Tokel IDO on the AtomicDEX. And remember to read about those time lock rewards. So from here, we are done. We're going to say goodbye for this week. Anybody from the audience, you're welcome afterwards to come up and share your thoughts on any of the topics that we discussed today. And we look forward to having you back next week on the next Thursday town hall. And in the meantime, make sure to join Articush and the other members of Komodo in the different channels on the Komodo Discord, and of course Minigunner over at Reddit. And please share all of your ideas with them. And for everybody else who's working hard on all of the Komodo technologies, ecosystems, communities, we're wishing you all the best, and we look forward to the next one. Goodbye for now.